Top of the morning to you, laddies. How we doing? Hello, everybody. God damn it, the thumbnail graphic is still up. By the way, that's an old graphic. What do we think about that one? Do we want to keep that steak, or should I say what's up to ChatGPT?
You should say what's up to ChatGPT when you feel good, on a full night's rest.
Feel good on a full night's rest. Yeah, I got to tell you, the last few ones have been pretty good. This one was a banger.
Yeah, that was great. Love that
By
one.
the way, I got to give
that one. I want to keep that one for something.
Yeah, I got to give ChatGPT credit because I think that background when you say you want your graphic in a sports book, I don't know that you can get any better than that. That's a fucking
it's
vintage.
Really good,
yeah, vintage looking, the old type of like tan on the recliners and everything. Anyways, good morning. How you feeling? How was your Saturday night? Did you get banged up?
No, I'm fully invested in today. I saved all of my partying and fun for today. I had a really good start to my Saturday, and then it all came crashing down around the same time Michigan and Virginia Tech started playing football.
Yeah, that Michigan game was brutal. We'll save that for the recap tomorrow. And wait, tomorrow. Yeah, today's Sunday. Okay. We'll save that tomorrow. By the way, I have bad news I just want to throw out there. I am, as of now, tentatively supposed to be in New York, flying back tomorrow night, and I have to film a commercial for real estate. And the commercial is that I know, I don't hate them. They're fine, but it's at 10 a.m. So we're gonna have to figure something out for our Tuesday college football week 3 board review. I'm sure we'll be able to improvise and be just fine, unless something changes because my dog's status is still not very good. So. Anyways, good morning, everyone. By the way, I see Cornfields is in the queue. We are in no rush, Corn. Take your time, but your mic is not on. Just wanted to let you know I'm not ignoring you. What's up, bud, man? How we doing? We are live on TikTok, by the way. Hello, everybody on TikTok. TikTok loves fantasy, and they love props. So,
bro, about the Mississippi State Bulldogs, dude.
How about those
Mississippi State fucking Bulldogs?
Arizona State under win total off to a banging start there. I didn't have the balls to take them straight, though. Did you?
No. I told you I wasn't going to.
I know.
You just pray it happened, and they should not have won. They actually should have won, completely folded the game, and then should have lost, and then won. It was a crazy game.
Okay. Yep, it's here, gentlemen. Christmas in September. Yep, great day to be Nico Collins. It sure is. What's up, bad guy? Let's go NFL time, baby. Yep, Baker over 13.5 rushing yards. Penix. Oh, look at this. You like the QB rushing yards, huh? Okay, interesting. Best day of the year. I don't know that it's the best day of the year, but it's a good day. It's a good day.
It is very close to the best day of the year, man. I got to be honest with you.
I like the conference playoff weekend.
The AFC and NFC
divisional round.
Nope. Divisional round, I'll give you. Conference championship, I'm not giving you. And here's my argument to you. I just went to a game Thursday, the season opener, and watched this game in Brazil Friday. Standalone games, dude, they don't hit as hard, bro. There's just something about that first Sunday when you're scrambling to get all your last bets in and your fantasy lineups and your survivor picks. You're at the bar with your fucking boys. You're yelling at the bartender. You're saying, no, dude, I want the Vikings game on that TV and I want the Buccaneers game on that TV. Are you stupid? And the bartender's like, why is this guy talking to me like this? And you're just fucking waiting for your wings to get there so you can shove them in your pie hole before the game start. And that's the best feeling ever.
That is a great feeling. By the way, we are very respectful to service industry employees. Steak just talks like that to the bartenders because they're his employees, because he owns the bar.
It's my bar. It's my bar, and he's my friend.
Yeah, I'm going to your bar, by the way, later. We're going to kick it off. Week 1, Bucks, Falcons. Can't wait. Steaks, Vikings don't play till Monday, which, by the way, will be an interesting game. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but we do have to run because I don't necessarily have a hard stop, but I do have to get moving, maybe at around like 10:15, 10:30 to start making my way downtown and everything like that for
get board up here and get into this board then. I didn't know. I thought it was 11, so let's get right to it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think 10:30 is fine. We'll be fine. I'd cash that bet right now. Arizona State is fucking horrible. Fuck that. Yeah. Can we just for 1 second, as much as we've glazed beef in the past, can we just take a minute? What Iowa resident puts zero respect on Rocco Beck's name? And what Iowa resident actually knows less ball about the Iowa football team than a fucking
bet.
Plus 3.5?
Yeah.
I don't think he gets credit for that. Do you think he gets credit for that?
Yes, he gets credit for the bet covering for sure.
I'm
they fought their way back in the game. Let's be honest. Rocco Beck didn't play great at all.
No, I know. That's true. I just kind of wanted to fuck with him. I don't know. I thought for some reason he had +3 or no, he said he took the money line.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's beef shtick to be like, winner, but I took the money line. I'm not saying he really did took the money line, but that's like a beef thing, like you gave out the winner, but you yourself took the loser.
Yeah, I never know with him what's fucking engagement baiting and actual reality. So, all right, fair enough. I thought he took Iowa to win the game, and they didn't win the game. Iowa covered. All right, fair enough. What's up, like lightning? What's the name of the bar? It's classified. There's absolutely no time for a DGen story, that's for sure. Nope. Good morning, fellas. Let's go. Time of J. Love to see it. Broadway Unk checking in. Happy week 1, fellas. We love that. Listen, if you guys are on Twitter, it's totally fine to be on Twitter. We would appreciate if you came into Twitch or YouTube. And everybody on YouTube, I see you guys. Good morning, 35 of you, nice and early. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure to like the stream. We also appreciate that. And Adam Bomb 0409 with a new follow. Welcome to the Twitch page. Make sure you're following the Twitch page.
Look how lit the YouTube is. Holy shit! There's
yeah,
more
YouTube
people and Twitch people right now.
I said this the other day on the stream, but the YouTube has been thick. Our college football best bets video is bumping. Thank you guys who are watching it and liking it and engaging with it. It's actually very helpful to the algorithm for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. But one of our streams last week was the most watched live stream we've had, Steak. We typically average in the 200s for YouTube views, and that one was like 360, 370. So we see you out there, YouTube.
YouTube stock up like Carson Beck.
Yep. Ew. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I'll give you that. All right. Let's get into the week 1 board. I don't know what's going on with Cornfields. He is in the queue, but I don't see his camera on. When he gets his camera on, we will get Cornfields up here. Very much looking forward to having him.
Oh, there's his face. There's his face.
Oh, there he is. All right, hold on. Well, he caught me at a bad time because now I'm getting the tabs up. So hold on 1 second, Corn. I'm gonna go pull up covers. All right, I'm going to pull up covers. I'm going to pull up Pickett, Pickett, download Pickett, track your wagers. You use promo code DGen. When you do, you get a couple bucks back. What's another good one to get? I should probably get up FanDuel. And obviously Underdog. We are presented by Underdog. And but it's so weird in Florida. You can only do the draft things. You can't do an actual pick.
Do you see what I was saying now?
Yeah.
It's only fantasy sports. Like,
got it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. All right, well, I'll still get Underdog up here. We have a promo code for Underdog as well. If anybody's signing up for Underdog, if you use promo code DGen, you get $50 in bonus bets when you bet $5. All right. Okay. I think I got everything up. Let's say hello to our friend in Minnesota. You're in Nashville. I don't know why I keep saying that. Good morning, Corn.
Good morning, guys. Showered, shaved.
You look good, man. You look
like
good.
$1 million. I'm ready to do this.
Wait. Hold on. By the way, I was going to say, Cornfields, I can't believe you couldn't at least put gel in your hair before you came on the stream. I'm just kidding. You have gel in your hair. It looks great.
Gel in here.
Hey, hold on a second. Bad Guy says he's sending $2 every time he comments. Do you guys see this in the chat?
No, that's crazy, dude. We're fucking rich. Let's put it on parlay.
Yeah, my bad. Wait, hold on. Badman, he said, acknowledge my super chat. Okay, so I guess in YouTube, you can do a super chat where you give money when you comment. That's very cool. I don't know how YouTube works all that much. And we are live on TikTok as well. What's up, Craig? Good to see you. All right, Corn. Did you, by the way, real quick before we get started, did you have any action in college football last night, or are you just fresh, ready to go for NFL?
Not really. On the circuit contest, I had Iowa State and Arkansas, so those both hit. But then I lost on Vanderbilt and VA under, so 2-1.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you mean Vanderbilt won? You had the under in the game. Gotcha. All right, so Corn, you are in the super contest again. This is your third year?
Yep, third year.
Now, 2 years ago, was that your claim to fame where you finished very high, or you had good finishes in both years?
No, first year in it, I got fourth place.
Okay.
And it came down to the last game of the season. If I would have won, I would have got second place. And then last year, I tied for third place, but then lost the tiebreakers. That also came down last game of the season. I also blew that one too. So
got it. All right. Well,
a couple bad beats, but pretty good finishes.
If anybody watching isn't familiar, Guy in the Cornfields is our resident sharp. We are boomers, but he's like the boomers boomer is how I would classify you. He's usually moving markets and getting really good CLV, which is not something that we're very accustomed to. But Nevertheless, you love the prop market, and that's what we're here to do. We're going to dive in on these props. We already have our rate wagers. We'll talk about them in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to share the screen, and we'll get started. All right, first game up. Everybody get fucking dialed in. I don't want to hear any bullshit.
Wait.
Nobody redeem Hangman. Let's talk Jets and Steelers.
Can I make a disclosure quick? Can I make a disclosure?
Disclose it up.
Disclose something. So,
oh God.
Previously, I have came at DJ before for saying a pick or saying odds, and then me come at him as a CLV police or just the odds police, and because they weren't the best available odds on the market. And now that I've done a few shows, I see how difficult it is to shop odds while on the show. So this is a disclosure that anyone in the chat, if we mention something, if people can go out and look for better odds, post them in the comments. That would be great.
Yeah.
And I also don't want anyone coming at me because I made this statement. So no internal affairs investigations from CLB police. So let's start it out.
I very much appreciate that. Yes, please. If you guys see better odds, let us know. I'm just going to reference one book. I'll also look at Pickett. Pickett should have the best available odds when I pull up a prop, but sometimes it's a little difficult to navigate. Also, on that note, don't forget, Unk has had his best bet in week 1 in Weston. Are you proud of my fucking CLV? I have Ashton Genty anytime touchdown score for 2 units at plus 100. He is minus 145 now.
W's.
Should I just cash it?
Cash
Amazing.
out?
No,
Yeah,
I should.
You just cash out.
I should cash it.
No, you should cash out.
I'm not cashing out. No, I'm cashing it. I'm going to retweet it. I'm going to cash it. Let's start with an ugly game for props. All right, we're going to start the narrative, or I'm sorry, the double revenge of today. Aaron Rodgers going against the Jets. Justin Fields going against the Steelers. It should be on paper an ugly game, and the total reflects that. It's a total of 38. It looks like the Steelers are 3-point favorites. I don't know that I'm going to get too involved with this game, but if I had to just give you my angle, I mean, Greg's best bet, which I hate that he does this, is the Steelers, and he's a Steelers fan. But every time he likes the Steelers, they don't typically come through. However, we do tail each other in the newsletter. I'll probably still take that. And I have the Jets under 4.5 win total. I think they're going to be terrible. If the Steelers win this game, is it going to be an Aaron Rodgers masterclass, or is it going to be done on the ground with Caleb Johnson and Jaylen Warren? I truly do not know. Steak, what are your thoughts on the Jets Steelers? And now keep in mind, we got a healthy board. So if you don't have anything, let's not waste time and we can move on.
I can't stop thinking about how the Jets came out and said the world's most obvious thing about how they were going to lean on the run, which who the fuck didn't know that, with Justin Fields as your quarterback and Braylon Allen and Breece Hall as your running backs, when your wide receiver 2 might be Allen Lazard or it might be Josh Reynolds. But for this game, obviously no masterclass candidates. I think that would be crazy, but I have 2 looks I like. One, I know I did a lot with this guy last year and it didn't pay off. I don't see how Garrett Wilson doesn't have 51.5 receiving yards. I really don't. Like, he is literally the only wide receiver. Josh Reynolds is trash. Allen Lazard has always been trash, and he's like 30-something years old. So I don't see how Garrett Wilson doesn't have 51.5. Another guy I'm interested in attacking, Mason Taylor, the rookie tight end from LSU. Not a lot of chat about him. He has the second highest receiving yards prop for the Jets, which isn't surprising after what I just told you about the receivers. Give me Mason Taylor, longest reception over 12.5. That's a look I like.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cheeky. By the way, if anyone's interested in the weekly specials, which is a market we love to play, Aaron Rodgers, 30-1 to have the most passing yards today. Just saying. Corn, anything in this game?
No, this is, I haven't looked much of this game all week. Wasn't really nothing too exciting.
Yeah.
I do have one thing. FanDuel has a market called Triple Crown Market, which is most pass, receiving yards, and most rush yards. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields, 27-1 is kind of interesting to me, but that's just a lean.
So that's in the game?
Yeah. The most passing yards, Aaron Rodgers. Most receiving yards, Garrett Wilson. Most rushing yards, Justin Fields, 27-1.
That's the Justin Fields rushing one's crazy.
I love that. It's not that crazy.
Not that crazy. You seen that?
I mean,
As a Vikings fan, how many times you've seen him run around the field?
I said it wrong. I mean, it's fun. I should have said it's fun.
Yeah, but hold on. The more I think about it, Brees Hall hasn't really been that great running the football, and he is, if anything, he's going to probably get his workload taken away from Braylon Allen a little bit. So they're going to split, maybe give them, I don't know, 35, 40 each yardage wise against a good Steelers defense. On the flip side, Jalen Warren, how many yards is he going to have? 50. Caleb Johnson, maybe 30. That's actually that's really cheeky, Corn.
Wait, D-Gen, what do you think Justin Fields' rushing prop is? I'm assuming, Corn,
28.5.
44.5, and his longest rush is 13.5.
Yeah, but it only takes one big play and he'll hit that. I don't know. Just as a Vikings fan watching Fields run around the field many times, I think it's definitely a play, a potential play.
I don't hate that one bit. That is very fun. By the way, I don't know why my camera's glitching. I'll try to figure that out right now. Good morning, everybody on TikTok. Make sure you're liking the stream. We're talking props. We've made it through game one. Okay, Steak, Mason Taylor. Over receiving yards or over longest catch? Which one was it?
Longest reception, 12.5.
And Corn with the cheeky, what's the name of the bet again? Sorry.
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, and Justin Fields, most rushing yards sound fun. I don't really have anything, but again, if you wanted to get involved with Aaron Rodgers some way, somehow, I wouldn't hate it. So, okay, let's move on. The Commanders and the Giants. I really thought coming into this that we were going to see a lot of, money line parlays with the Commanders, maybe survivor picks with the Commanders. Not the case at all. Seems to me like the New York Giants are one of the trendiest dogs on the board this weekend. I'm looking here. Let's see how much the Sharps have gotten involved on this one. The Giants open 7.5. They are down to 6 or 5.5 on ESPN bet. I've been pretty vocal about where I stand with the Commanders. I like the Commanders. I know that they have a much more difficult schedule. I know they have that stretch of playing jokes of a quarterback last season, like backups and guys who didn't even fucking end the year starting from like weeks 12 through 18. Maybe Fugazi, maybe not. I like Cliff Kingsbury in year 2 with Jaden Daniels. Huge that they signed Terry McLaurin. But on that note, what do you guys think about some Deebo Samuel today? He is a guy that, I'm just a Deebo Samuel guy to begin with, but I was wondering, you got this new toy, you got a whole offseason for Cliff Kingsbury to install some plays with him, and Terry was a bit of a holdout for a lot of camp. So you got to wonder if Jane Daniels maybe developed a little bit of chemistry or continuity with Deebo Samuel. I respect the shit out of the Giants front 7, but can't tell you that their secondary is anything I really fear. So I would be more than happy to attack something in the passing game, even if it's Jaden Daniels, if you just want to chalk it up there. But it looks like Deebo Samuel receiving yards 50 plus. That's where my eyes are this morning. Maybe I'm biased because I am a Deebo guy at heart, though. Steak, what do you think about this game?
Well, I agree with you about Deebo. I think it's interesting. I understand Terry just signed. I think it's interesting that Deebo Samuel's line is 46.5 and Terry's is 54.5. That's pretty close when honestly people are expecting Deebo to be a little bit involved in this run game, even though somebody just said in the chat his rushing yards prop is 3.5, which that feels like the bait of the bait to me. So if I was going to attack anything, it would be Deebo in the receiving game. My favorite player is Tyrone Tracy. No love for this guy in the offseason, and he had a hell of a year. He was solid, and I feel like a lot of people were like excited about Cam Scatabo, who I don't think is going to be a good NFL player at all. He got more chatter than Tyrone Tracy, who had a really nice year last year, and he's plus 152 to score today, and I think he's going to. I would even sprinkle 2 touchdowns for Tyrone Tracy if you're looking for something a little cheekier.
You like scoring in this game?
Not necessarily. I like Tyrone Tracy punching one in, though.
Okay. I don't hate that. I'm kind of a Tyrone Tracy guy. I'm not really a Wan'Dale Carter guy, or not
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, that's a Magic player, by the way. Yeah, I'm not as big a fan of his, but I'm okay with the Giants coming out here and throwing some punches. But I can't get too much behind a team that had that much fun in the preseason. I think it's gonna be Commanders or nothing for me, and for that, I'm gonna go Deebo passing or receiving yards. I'm just looking real quick, Corn. Hold on one second before we get to you. I was just wondering if you want to take a really long shot, what would Deebo Samuel be for receiving yards leader this season? Did anybody want to take a guess what his odds are?
I'm sure it's insane because he's so involved. They have so many rush plays usually.
What do you think? What do you think it is?
100 to 1 or higher?
I was literally in the hundreds looking for it. He's 65 to 1.
Way too low.
Yeah, way too low. Corn wouldn't play it. I might play it.
Garbage bet. Trash.
Corn, what do you like?
Donation. I'm actually on a full fade of the Commanders this year, so I will be on the Giants plus 6.5. And I don't really have any props in this game. I kind of like Thibodeau for a sack at plus 210 at DraftKings would be something I'm considering maybe.
I tried to buy in on Thibodeau last year, thinking that the addition of Brian Burns would help out significantly, increase his production a little bit. But I'm just out on that fucking guy now.
Carter.
Well, now he has Carter. Yeah, you would think he'd be able to do something, but I don't know. I've seen some interviews with the guy, and I'm not a Thibodeau guy, so but I got no beef with the bet at all. All right, let's move on to the next game. The Jags at home against the Carolina Panthers. This is an interesting one because I can't fucking figure out for the life of me what's square, what's contrarian. I mean, I don't know. Are people going to be lining up to take the Panthers and line up to take the Jags? Not that that's going to dictate my wager, because I'm just thinking, is this the most obvious over of the day? I like it, and I might get down with it regardless. I'll make square bets from time to time. Don't tend to hit them, but I like the over in this game. You got Dave Canales, former Bucs OC, who got a job after a good year, and then you got Liam Cohen, former Bucs OC, right after him getting a head coaching job. It's the duel of former Buccaneers OCs. You got to imagine they're going to want to put on a little bit of a show, especially with new weapons. Travis Hunter for the Jags, Ted McMillan with the Panthers. I like the way the Panthers offense looked down the stretch last season. I'm looking at the splits here on Pickett. Looks like, a little sharp to the over. And then let's go to Vegas Insider here. I want to know, what did this line move? So money's coming in, or has come in on the Jags a little bit, moving that up to 4, even 4.5. Wow, that's more than I expected. Total 45.5 up to 46.5. If I'm going props in this game, I don't know where my head's at yet, but I have a thought, and I have a guy I want to point out to you. What do we think about Tank Bigsby coming into this season? I thought Travis Etienne was going to work out. I like that draft pick when they got him and Trevor Lawrence, former Clemson teammates, together. He's not really that guy. Tank Bigsby is somebody that I was really impressed with coming on last season. And I'm starting to wonder now. I'm not keeping my ears to the fucking the streets of Jacksonville. No offense. And I'm not reading practice reports and beat writers and shit like that. I don't know what their usage is, but I think he's a guy I want to get involved with, whether it's on the touchdown market or the rushing attempts market. So I got my eye on Tank Bigsby today, but I haven't gone all in because I'm a little unfamiliar. I want to see what the chat says and what you guys have to say. By the way, good morning, everybody that's come in. We got over 100 in Twitch. Corn brings a fucking crowd with him. We got over 50 in YouTube. We are packed. 9:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Steak, what do you think about Panthers?
Let's kick it off the Corn first.
All right, we'll switch it up.
I got strong opinions on this one.
I actually don't have many opinions on this one. I don't follow neither of these teams too much. I definitely I'm going to be in the over with you though, D-Gen. Both these defenses are garbage, I believe.
Yep.
And the field conditions should be good for the game today. I know there was some concern earlier about rain, but I think the rain will be light if there is any rain. So I will be with you on the over, and I expect a lot of points, but I don't have any say on the Tank Bigsby props at all.
That's fine. Tank doesn't catch that well. Tank and Tracy are the first two going in the ATD day. All right, love that. CEO of CLV, yo, I'm all in on Corn. Yep, fair. All right, go ahead, Steak. Let's hear what you have to say.
I disagree with trying to attack Jacksonville running backs. They were an absolute crapshoot shit show last year. And just to make sure you didn't have a good time this year, they added Bayshal Tootin from Virginia Tech. So you got a third guy to throw into the equation. I think you're trying to figure out which one of these running backs is going to score or do something today. Isn't a good idea. I want to attack the wide receivers. I agree with you guys 100% about the over. I think it's interesting that Ted McMillan's receiving prop 65.5 is only 11 yards under Brian Thomas Jr. I think he goes absolutely insane. I know I talked about it with you and the Pickett guys about liking him as a weekly special to lead in receiving yards. And then how about Travis Hunter, man? 48.5. If Travis Hunter's 48.5, you got to think he's getting involved in this passing game. The only chatter I've heard about Travis Hunter this offseason, Corn, I don't know if you agree, is that his fiance is a dumb whatever, and that is he going to play defense? But no one's talking about what kind of receiver Travis Hunter is. And I think when all the dust settles, he's just going to be a wide receiver. So Travis Hunter over 48.5, I really like. I also like Travis Hunter longest reception And then the last one I'll toss out there. I think Trevor Lawrence slings it around against his secondary. It's not that I necessarily am a Trevor Lawrence guy. I'm just really anti this Panthers secondary. And I know everyone got so excited about the end of the year for the Panthers. I'm not buying it. I like the Jags, and I think Trevor Lawrence could go for it.
I see someone in the chat mentioned Bryce Young anytime touchdown, and yes, I don't hate that at all. It's 6-1 at DraftKings, and I can definitely see him running around today, so that's not a bad play either. I'm not saying I'm going to be on it, but I don't hate that play at all. At 6-1.
Did Herbert rush for one on Friday? Or no?
I think it was close.
I don't think so.
It's close, but I don't think he got in.
No, all 3 are passing touchdowns because I have Herbert to lead the league in passing touchdowns, and he's a clubhouse leader. Don't forget. Yeah, there you go, Cornfields. I got another guy. I want to just be on record as saying that I am captain of the fan club of Rico Dowdle. I didn't take Rico Dowdle seriously in Dallas, and then he made some plays. If I was Dallas, I would have retained him, even though Javonte Williams looked pretty good. But I like Dowdle. I like coming in, taking a little bit of the workload off of Hubbard, and I'm a Hubbard guy. I think he's a pretty good running back. Dowdle plus 380 to score a touchdown. I like one of these guys. By the way, Tank Bigsby plus 170, ETN plus 165. For they are right there in the odds market, and Hubbard is even money. Do you think that Travis Hunter plus 190 scored touchdowns low?
Yeah, I think Travis Hunter props are smacking today. I really do. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to get everybody the ball.
Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. Tempo and pace is pretty fucking crispy. By the way, TikTok is even chat over here. What up, my guys? So happy to be back. We do get a lot of fantasy questions in the chat. I know Corn doesn't care about that, but Steak, you're pretty good. Travion Henderson or Igbuka? Who you starting in the flex?
Igbuka. And Nick, yeah, Seth McMillan.
Just poking the bear right now. That's all you're doing is poking the bear right now. Oh.
All right. No more fantasy questions. TikTok, lock it up. Stick on the props. All right. Next game. This one's pretty nasty. I don't know that. I don't have too much to say about it, but it's the Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. All I'm going to tell you in this game.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray is feeling a little ill today. Just came out.
Who do you have on the inside, Corn?
No, it's public. It's public knowledge now.
Okay.
He has Adam Schefter, I think.
So I like the Cardinals. I had a cheeky bet on them to have the best record in the NFL after 5 weeks. I found it on DraftKings. I forget what the odds were. I had it in for a while, but I do think they have a pretty easy schedule. Their toughest game in the first 5 weeks is at at San Francisco, in week 3. But this is still a scary spot, I think. And I think they're laying too many points. I love Kyler Murray as an underdog, and I'm not saying they're going to go out there and lose this game, but the Saints are a team kind of like last year. Nobody's got anything good to say about them. Everybody's on their win total under. I'm not here to tell you that it's going over. I'm not here to tell you that I'm getting contrarian and I'm taking them in week 1. However, there are always things that happen that are unexpected in the NFL. There's always those teams that go down when we don't see it coming, and they knock out half of your fucking survivor pools. There's a couple of them on there today that are potential landmines. I don't know that this is one. However, there's no way I could lay 6 points with Kyler Murray, especially a Kyler Murray with the sniffles. I'm totally out on everything in this game. Corn, you want to go to you? Got a big old smile on your face.
I know what he likes.
What do I like, Steak?
You like you're going to be in some form of Trey McBride. That's my guess.
You are somewhat right. Yes, I do.
Oh,
I'm probably going to play anytime touchdown, but his receiving yard prop is so high. I think so. I might be playing. What's it at? It's at
64.5.
It's a lot for a tight end.
that's a lot.
So I think that's probably gonna be an underplay for me today, actually. So might play the under with a touchdown correlated, which should pay. Let's see what that pays. It's got to pay pretty decent. Let's see.
You're sicko. 6 yards higher than Marvin Harrison. Super interesting.
We like
McBride under 64.5 with a touchdown is plus 550. I might be playing that.
How we feel about Baker Mayfield? 1 passing touchdown. Fucking love it. Probably going to have 1 in the first 4 minutes. Steak, we'll get your thoughts on this game, but I do want to confirm, and we're not alone. A lot of people probably do, but we like the Marvin Harrison Jr. bounce back season. Like year 1 was a little underwhelming. Think this year he does well. Potentially come out of the gate in week 1 in New Orleans, put on a show. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Anything?
I like Marvin Harrison this year. I don't like him today.
Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. By the way, are there any comments that I'm missing? I'm trying to do TikTok over here, navigate the tabs, and I don't see everybody in the chat, and the chat is absolutely buzzing. So this is Steak. I know I always give you shit about not reading too much of the comments, but this is probably a good time to highlight any if you see anything. Rattler rushing yards. Don't hate that. Weren't the Saints actually a decent team last year? Yeah, the first 2 weeks of the season, never forget, they scored 90-something points, and then they almost beat the Atlanta Falcons with like 11 starters out. But it was just too much. They were
But
definitely.
Derek Carr was the quarterback.
Yep. Okay, let's keep moving. Here's a nasty one, but I was going to be on this, and I decided to get off of it. It feels like a duping. And I don't like to get involved in anything that feels like a duping. You're not forced to make any of these wagers, all right? Sometimes the best bets are the ones we don't make. Somebody wise taught me that, not cornfields. The Bengals are on the road against the Cleveland Browns. What do we know about divisional dogs? Well, we know they do pretty well, I think, especially at home, and they're already off to a 2-0 start. If you want to play this system and you want to take the Cleveland Browns, go for it. I kind of like the Browns this year. I got no beef with Flacco, and I like that defense. Who doesn't like the defense? But I'm going to stay off. -4.5. They're up to 5.5 are the Bengals. I'm okay with maybe thinking that the Bengals, after starting the last couple of years really slow, I think 3 years in a row, 0-2 or some shit like that, they played their starters in the preseason. Played them a lot, too. I'm okay with sitting back and thinking that's a pretty good coaching decision. Nobody got injured, and saying it might pay off. How do I want to lead into that as a sports bettor? I don't know. Maybe something over-related. But then I tell myself, wait a minute, the whole reason I like Cleveland is because I like their defense. And for whatever reason, Cleveland's got Burrow's number. This is a total stay away from me. The only guy that I got a late lean towards, late, and I even drafted him on my fantasy team, sorry, cornfields, earmuffs, is Jerome Ford. I'm wondering if Jerome Ford could be a guy that surprises us a little bit. Steak, we'll go back to you on this one, and we'll do 2 and 2, and then we'll switch it up on who goes next. This is an official pass for me. You got Chase Brown -125 to score, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, all these guys with high odds to score. Jerome Ford is +155. I was thinking maybe attempts or maybe rushing yards. I'll pull those up in a second. Any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, Jerome Ford is ass water. I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't care. Jerome Ford is one of the worst running backs in the NFL. He does absolutely nothing special. He's fucking terrible. And not only did the Browns think to replace him in the second round with Quinshaw Judkins, just to be safe, they double replaced him with Dylan Sampson from Tennessee.
You're right.
That's the guy I want to attack. He's +215 to score. Quinshaw Judkins got his contract, but isn't going to play today. So give me Dylan Sampson +215 anytime touchdown score, and I'm looking at his rushing props. He's 37.5 yards. By the way, Jerome Ford is 44.5. I would take Dylan Sampson all day before I took Jerome Ford, man. He's so fucking bad, and the Cleveland Browns are not looking to feature him at running back at all.
I will co-sign everything that Steak just said. That is a great opinion on that. And I think they'll probably give Sampson a lot of playing time today because of Judkins probably coming back here soon. So they probably want to see what they have in Sampson in the game times. You know what I mean? So if Judkins coming back next week or 2 weeks from now, they want to give Sampson some carries, see what he is, rather than playing this veteran that's nothing, washed up and slow. So yeah, I would definitely co-sign everything Steak just said.
Well, I got one beef with what you guys are saying. You don't believe in competition within the position room. That's what you don't believe in. And that's where I think you can buy into a player getting a little bit of a spark. Jerome Ford knows his days as running back number one are numbered. So I got no issue with taking advantage and betting on him in week one. Now, if that fails and he just is not the guy and Dylan Sampson is, what round did Dylan Sampson get drafted? Are we talking third, fourth round?
Fifth, I believe.
Where have I seen this before?
I'm wrong. I'm sorry, I'm wrong, because that's when they drafted the QBs. It's probably later, like 6th or 7th.
So when was the last time we saw a running back from Tennessee get drafted and we heard all this hype from, oh yeah, I remember Jalen Wright, Mike McDaniel and fucking Miami Dolphins. What has Jalen Wright ever done? Oh, he's so fast. Oh, he's so this. He's in the offense, blah, 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 blah. How about this? New rule. Running back from Tennessee's got to prove it to me. And it ain't in week one.
Browns don't have Devin Achane. They don't even have Raheem Mostert. That's how bad Jerome Ford is. Also, I just want to say one thing to combat what you're saying. Feels like you don't believe in running back competition, because it feels like you're saying the shitty old vet should just get the job because he's the shitty old vet. I feel like you're the one who doesn't believe in the competition. I'm saying the competition will be very alive, and Dylan Sampson will split the carries, if not get more.
I'm looking at a guy who had 104 carries last year for 565 yards, averaging 5.4 yards per carry. What's wrong with averaging 5.4 yards per carry out of 100 carry sample size?
Nothing.
Small sample size.
Jerome Ford, baby.
If you have one big long run in there, what's his longest run last year?
One run, longest run of 66.
Yeah, exactly. That throws 100. Yeah, it throws your sample size off almost a yard on.
Oh, nobody does that with fucking Russell Wilson when he throws a Hail Mary and his EPA nerds come out of the woodwork. I'm so sick and tired of picking and choosing on who you like to back with numbers and skewed bullshit. Give me Jerome Ford today. You guys.
Well, I got a great bet for you, Gian. I got a great bet for you.
No.
Jerome Ford over 9.5 rushing yards in the first quarter, minus 115.
I don't think I want to get cute with a guy like Jerome Ford.
This is not they fall behind there at the pass all game.
Oh,
so
right.
If he's going to rush, he's going to rush in the first quarter.
That's pretty cheeky. That's pretty cheeky.
Why I'm here.
That's pretty cheeky. Okay, all right. I'm going against both these fuckers.
I'm not playing that, by the way. I'm just giving that to DJ.
One last guy to talk about, then it's probably enough Browns talk. It's also funny we're such sick fucks that we haven't talked about any Bengals yet. But Jerry Jeudy had 1,300 yards receiving last year, and his wide receiver 2 is Cedric Tillman, who I'm actually kind of high on this year. But is there some value on Jerry Jeudy, 66.5 receiving yards? Because not only did Jerry Jeudy do that, his best work was at the end of the season. So I feel like maybe Jerry Jeudy's potentially being undervalued.
I think it's a very good point to bring up. I think the only guy I heard talk about Jerry Jeudy all offseason was our guy Snowman. Snowman pointed him out on a season-long prop. His career is like that Zach Bryan song, Revival. And maybe it's Joe Flacco. Maybe it's something about Cleveland. Very funny that you're high on Cedric Tillman. You just love guys that were good in college. Dylan Sampson, Cedric Tillman, guys that haven't done dick in the NFL.
Dude, NFL players are good in college. That's how they get to the NFL.
All right. We'll see how good Dylan Sampsonite is.
You just love guys that are bad in college?
No, I like a guy who went in there and grinded it out with 100 carries and 5.4 yards.
I bet Jerome Ford's college highlights are fucking miserable.
You keep talking like that, and I'm going to bet every fucking Jerome Ford prop today, and I'm going to shove it in your face at the bar. Your bar, too. I'm going to kick you out.
Hey, Steak, want to get crazy?
Yeah.
You want to get crazy?
Yes.
Oh,
Jerry Jeudy, 150 yards today. What do you think the price is?
Oh, my Lord.
Plus 310.
Way higher. 650.
13-1.
Oh, my God. I said plus 310.
We're a bad
team. I'm not betting that either. I'm just saying.
Did you Steak, are you betting anything in this game? Side total?
Nah, I do. I'm starting to come around to the idea that the Browns are a duping.
Yep, I think so too. Somebody in TikTok said the Bengals secondary is quail shit. Yep. I can't even see Steak right now, but this guy ain't locked.
I hope he's talking about your stupid ass.
No, he said I can't even see Steak right now, but this guy ain't locked. He's talking about you.
He's incorrect. TikTok guy, you couldn't be any more incorrect.
James Harris. James, looking forward to see you if Steak is wrong and I'm right. Okay, let's keep moving. Next game. The Bucks and the Falcons. I'm telling you right now, listen, I got my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary dinner tonight at 4:30, so I cannot get too shit-faced, but I'm going to have a couple guineas and enjoy myself, especially at your bar. What are you making that stupid face for?
I just thought Corn would love that you were going to your grandparents' fucking dinner and it's at like 3:30.
4:30. We pushed it back.
Sunday. Could you imagine my reaction, Corn, when he texted me that?
What am I going to do?
Priceless.
You're not going to do anything. It's just hilarious.
The only thing I could do is move it to a time where I could at least watch the entire Bucks Falcons game. But what I was going to say is this: I'm going to compose myself. I'm going to be, fine. I'm not going to get off the rails. But depending on how the first two hit me, there is a chance I hammer my Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because I have disdain for the Atlanta Falcons. Disdain for this team. I'm so sick of all this hype and this BS. And I like Penix. And I like Bijan Robinson. I really do. I got no issue with some of the guys they drafted. They needed pass rush. They made a move for it. They traded up to get James Pierce. No, I forget the other guy they drafted first too. Mike Green. Is that who they got?
Michael Williams.
No, Michael Williams is on the Niners. Who did they get? Did they get Mike Green or no?
Jalen Walker.
The Ravens got. Did they get Jalen Walker?
Is that who it is?
I don't know. Go Falcons. It's time for a Penix party steak. Bad guys really excited. Jalen Walker. Yeah. Good picks. Good picks. Hope it works out for you. Probably isn't going to. At the end of the day, I'm not a Raheem Morris guy. But I can set the stage for you real quick, and then we'll hand it off and we'll come back to me. I don't want to get too involved with my favorite team in week one. Obviously, I just hope we beat the Atlanta Falcons because they're scumbags. But it looks like let's get you an updated number here. Why don't we go ahead and do that? The spread on this game is 2.5. It is down to 1. Oh, that's right. I saw a bunch of all the same people. The market is so reactive. It's hilarious. A couple of guys all at the same time added the Falcons plus 2.5 and moved the market. I'm sure that'll hit. But the total in this game is 47.5 down to 47. Last time the Bucs were in Atlanta last year, Kirk Cousins threw for 500 yards and the Bucs lost in overtime, but there was a bad Bucky Irving fumble. You think that's in his head? Think he wants to come out there and make it right? I do. I have a little bit of an angle this game, but I'll wait till it comes back to me. Steak, go ahead.
This game has one of my masterclass candidates. I'm not getting cute. I'm squaring up. I think Drake London gets 100 yards receiving. You said it best. Kirk Cousins on his bum ass Achilles threw for 500 yards and made Kyle Pitts look like fucking Shannon Sharp in his prime. And I don't think the Bucs secondary got that much better. Congrats on Zion McCollum and his extension. He's decent, I'll say that. But overall, I think the Bucs secondary is still bad. And I think Drake London and Michael Penix have that connection. They showed it at the last 3-4 games of the year. And I think Drake London goes fucking nuts today. I like Drake London to have the most receiving yards today. He's my masterclass candidate.
Make sure you write, sorry, Raheem, who invited me to co-host. I can't do it. Make sure you write these down, okay? Because we got to send them to pick it after.
Yeah.
So you like Drake London to have the most receiving yards. Let me tell you what that is, just out of curiosity. 16-1. And yeah, I'm sure you'd respect Zion McCollum a lot more if he ran a fast 40 and played in the SEC.
Where did he play?
A small school.
Yeah. I respect him. He's just the only one I respect on the secondary, really, except old Winfield Jr.
Yeah, he's a dog. All right, Corn, you got anything in Atlanta, Tampa?
Yes, I will be on Kyle Pitts, 4 receptions at plus 110 for sure.
Yuck.
You can write that one down. Potentially, will be on Kyle Pitts anytime touchdown at 3-1, and I am, excuse me, I am on the Falcons plus 2.5 as well.
Let's go, Corn. Come on.
I love the Falcons, man.
What do I?
Absolutely love them.
What do you love about them?
Well, they made last year. Defense was awful. Made some changes. I think Penix in year 2 is going to be much better. I mean, I don't know. I just feel that they're going to be a lot better this year. I think they're going to be ready.
Let me tell you a quick story, though, DJ, just real quick because it's about the Bucs. My buddy who's in the chat, who I watch week 1 with every year, Time of J, DJ knows him. He's a diehard Bucs fan. I'm going to watch football with him. He's going to talk so much shit about the fact that I like the Falcons. The last time I went against the Bucs, I put like an obscene amount of money on the Philadelphia Eagles in that playoff game in Tampa. And I went with him, and I don't remember the final score of that game. What did the Bucs win that game? 31-7 or something like that?
33-16 or something. I mean, it was an ass kicking.
And he talked shit to me like the entire time. So
good. Love that. You deserve it.
Yep.
Last thing I want to say is, does anybody know or can anybody check the injury status of Cade Otton? I think he was banged up in training camp a little bit, but I'm hoping that he is ready to go and going to play, because what I was going to say, this is the 3rd offensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in as many years. Okay. Again, Canales and Cohen got head coaching jobs. Now it's Grizzard. Listen, you got Mike Evans, you got Baker Mayfield. They're down Godwin, which sucks. Jalen McMillan also got hurt in the preseason. That sucks too. But I think Igbuka is going to be great. Baker's a experienced veteran guy, leader of the team, Tampa guy now. And you got a nice backfield with Bucky Irving. You're down Tristan Wirfs, their left tackle. I'm just wondering, hostile environment on the road, first time offensive coordinator calling plays for the Bucs, safety outlet, a little tight end, a little dumpage. I could see Cade Otton having a nice game. Everybody's talking about Kyle Pitts this, Kyle Pitts that. I like Cade Otton. I like Cade Otton, maybe 5+ catches. Let me see what it is. You can get him at 40+ receiving yards plus 124. Cade Otton, 5 catches plus 180. No, sorry. That's Bijan Robinson. 5 catches plus 227. I'm going to put K-Dot in receptions on my big board.
Do you have no fear of Devin Colt being involved?
I can't pretend like I know a ton about him. Maybe, sure, but no, I'm going to take a shot.
Okay. I respect
All right, let's go to the next game. Steak, this is your best bet, and I'm going to go take a quick piss break while you talk about it. The Miami Dolphins are on the road against the Indianapolis Colts. This one has seen the total, another one I like points in, but it's kind of chalky. I understand that. 45.5 up to 47.5. And on the spread, we've seen the Dolphins at plus 1.5. Now they're down to plus 1 at BetMGM, but not a whole lot of movement. All I know in this one is I feel like people like the Colts with Daniel Jones. However, I still think people are not all the way out on the Miami Dolphins in this particular matchup when you get them on turf in a dome in good weather and with a healthy squad. Nobody likes the Dolphins on the season, though. I haven't seen one person take their win total over. I don't know what the public perception is in this game. Again, I think that the square play would be the over. Pickett Sharps love the Dolphins today, and it's Steak's best bet. Steak, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you like about the Dolphins, then hand it off the court.
I don't like much about the Dolphins. I absolutely don't like Daniel Jones. And for some reason, people can't quit him. I don't know if it's because they're stuck remembering what he did to my awful Vikings defense in that wild card playoff game, which was pure torture. That game made Daniel Jones millions of dollars, and people were literally excited that he beat out Anthony Richardson for the starting job, which I understand because I'm all fully out on Anthony Richardson as well. But I don't know how you get excited about Daniel Jones, but if I get a chance to fade him, I'm going to. And it's not because I love the Dolphins, but there's still Tyreek Hill, there's still Jalen Waddle, Devin Achan's going to play. And honestly, people say the defense has holes. It does. But as much as the Dolphins defense has holes, it also has guys. And I'm so out. I'm so out every year. Oh, Josh Downs, big year incoming for Josh Downs. Adonai Mitchell's going to be a fucking star, and these guys do fucking nothing. And Michael Pittman doesn't live up to the hype. There's one guy I trust on the fucking Colts offense, and it's Jonathan Taylor. And I'll take the Dolphins in this spot 10 times out of 10.
Fair.
Good takes. Yeah, good takes. I'm not really doing anything in this game. I do have some Colts action, but I don't love it. But yeah, I'm not doing any player props or anything else in this game. This is a pretty much pass game for me. I don't want to have to watch it or be involved with it at all. It's just a complete train wreck of a type of game, if you ask me.
One cheeky guy, Malik Washington, wide receiver 3 for the Dolphins. I'm not a Waddle guy. I see some people excited about him this year. I know everyone's down on Tyreek Hill for good reason. I could see Malik Washington being involved, especially with the fact that they, for some reason, let Jonnu Smith go to the Steelers. So they're going to need somebody else on this offense to be involved. Malik Washington over 21.5 receiving yards. That's a look I'm probably going to get into.
Okay. The only thing I wanted to keep an eye on, well, I got to give, not credit, nothing happened yet, but I know Javon from Book It, if anybody's familiar with Javon, he likes Jalen Waddle this season. I could kind of see it. We're not anti-Tua guys, but I just can't keep getting burned with this dude. So I'm going to tail Steaks, best bet, not going to get involved in the prop market. All right, let's go and talk New England. Clam chowder. The Raiders were going to be my best bet until our guy Mid-Major Matt talked me off. So I pivoted. We'll talk about who my best bet is in a little bit in a second. The Patriots here are, I think they opened 3.5 and money came in on the Raiders. Yeah, 3.5 down to 2.5. And the total in this game, I don't know what the weather is going to be like. I think there's some rain, but the total moved up a point. I like the Raiders. I'm sorry. I like the Raiders offense. I don't know what's going on with Jacoby Myers though. Did he request a trade? Did I get Sentel? Was that real? Is that still happening? Did he get signed?
Well, he signed. He wants an extension. He did request a trade, but then after he did that, there hasn't been a ton about it.
So I like Geno Smith, but I don't like him outdoors. I do remember Sharp's book, and when I attacked missing the Seahawks to miss the playoffs, when he plays true road games, he's not very good. If the weather's bad, I'm going to be out. But I already got my best bet in this game. Dumping rain, does that help my Ashton Genty bet? I don't know, but I got him to score a touchdown. I'm going to leave it at that. I still lean Raiders in this spot, fading the hype of Drake May and the Patriots in week 1, but I'm going to sit this one out. Corn, we'll start with you. You got anything in Patriots Raiders?
Not on the sides or totals. I'm leaning towards playing Stevenson under 39.5 rushing yards. I haven't decided yet, but that's definitely a lean for me. So this other game doesn't excite me too much. I don't see too much action for me in this game at all.
Somebody typed in here, rain helps genocide. And then they cleaned it up and said, rain helps Gino. It's like, oh no, we got a wacky dude in TikTok. Okay. I kind of like that you're going out and fading Henderson. That was a big hype, a lot of hype in the offseason there, or the
No,
preseason.
Stevenson.
Oh, Stevenson. Yeah, that I mean, I got no beef with that. I thought you were gonna fade Travion Henderson. All right, Steak. Anything in the Raiders Patriots?
Are you going to talk about your best bet, just in case there's people in here who don't know what it is?
I mentioned it. Ashton Genty.
Okay.
Yeah, briefly. Ashton Genty to score a touchdown is my best bet, and I sprinkled on him 2 touchdowns, 6-1.
Can't get past the fact that Drake May is 1-9 as a starter and has 15 career touchdown passes, has better odds to throw 2 touchdowns than Geno Smith. I fucking hate the Raiders. I think they're awful. I think Geno Smith just regressed in Seattle after his fun year and his cool quote. I think he became one of the worst red zone quarterbacks in the NFL, which is awful when you don't have a wide receiver number 1. I know Brock Bowers is awesome, but there's wide receiver problems. So much so that they thought Amari Cooper was going to fix some of those, and then he retired immediately. Outside of Max Crosby, this defense is absolutely trash. Outside of Colton Miller, this offensive line is absolutely trash. And I'll be honest, I went into the year saying, like, wow, the Patriots are so trendy. I can't get past how trendy the Patriots are. Now I'm seeing everybody fucking likes the Raiders. Raiders over 6.5 wins. Raiders a dark horse team to make the playoffs. How the fuck are the Raiders a dark horse team to make the playoffs? I don't understand. They have no wide receiver 1, no defense, and no offensive line. How the fuck does that equal playoffs? I don't understand. So honestly, I almost want to just plant my flag and say Patriots right here, right now, and start fading the Raiders immediately. I already took their under wins. As far as props, the Patriots have to throw someone the football, and their props are weird. Hunter Henry 32.5, Pop Douglas 33.5, Travion Henderson 19.5, which is kind of high for a rookie making his first start as a running back receiving yards. And then there's Stephon Diggs 47.5, and I'll be honest, Stephon Diggs 47.5 is sticking out to me a little bit.
We like the over.
Yes.
Okay. All fair takes. I'm glad to be off the game. Let's put it that way. Glad I'm off the game. All right. We got a couple more in the 4 o'clock slate now. And then we'll finish up strong. 9:55, making great time. And then I'll send everybody over to Ramble. Okay. Next one up, San Francisco and the Seahawks. Corn, you sent me a screenshot, or not a screenshot, but you just sent me some tidbits about the contest. Are the Seahawks a pretty sharp play today?
I believe 100%. Everybody's on them.
Are you on?
Nobody's on. I'm not. I am. If they say McCaffrey's active today, I am playing San Francisco. Multiple units.
Love that.
Multiple
wow.
units.
Love that.
I am watching for the inactives. If they say he's active, which I think he's going to be, I will be playing San Francisco for probably 3 units. Everybody I know, sharp, not sharp, is on the Seattle this week. And I don't know why. Sam Darnold is their quarterback. Did we forget this? He looked absolutely awful last year at the end of the year. He doesn't have his QB whisperer anymore. And now the 49ers got Saleh as their defensive coordinator. Last year, the 49ers defense was completely trash. And they were banged up. It's a banged up team last year. And I think you're going to see significant improvement from the 49ers defense. And I still, who believes in Sam Darnold? Nobody. So bring it. I will. If I lose the bet, I lose the bet. That's the way it is. But I'm absolutely love 49ers today if CMC is playing.
Steak.
I'm just so happy to hear him say that. People don't like Brock Purdy, man. He's, in my opinion, will have a significantly better year in his situation than Sam Darnold will in his situation with that bad offensive line. Brock Purdy passing prop 243.5. Sam Darnold passing prop 206.5, which I think is alarmingly low, not just low, alarmingly low. You would have thought those guys would be a lot closer together, especially when there's people who believe Seattle will be playing from behind in this game, which would lead to Sam Darnold passing more. I'm way more in on Brock Purdy as the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers than I am in Sam Darnold as the quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. It's a really bad offensive line. It didn't get better. Don't get me wrong. They got absolute dogs on defense. I have questions about the wide receiver room. You lose a really trusty guy like Tyler Lockett. You lose DK Metcalf. JSN should be awesome, but as wide receiver 1, I don't know. I do not know what you get from Cooper Kupp. And then you got the cool preseason story, Torrey Horton Jr., whoever he is. And then you got the 28-year-old rookie from Miami and A.J. Barner. I think there's a lot of questions on who Sam Darnold's going to be throwing the ball to. I like the Niners too, man. I really, really like the Niners. And I kind of like Brock Purdy, dude. Kind of want to take Brock Purdy 243.5.
I'm with you. Steak, I kind of like him most passing yards. He's 11-1. I think that might be my play. The only problem is, I was thinking if CMC is banged up or out, they might not lean on the run game quite as much. You got a whole off season I know they're not preparing for one game, but you know what I mean? You're coming in fresh. People are down on Brock Purdy. The weapons concern me, or the lack of weapons a little bit, but Mike McDonald's a good defensive-minded head coach, in my opinion. However, he didn't really impress me, all that much last season. If anybody remembers, the Seahawks started very slow. In game 1, they had 2 safeties in the first half. They were sloppy. I was going to take the Niners first half, but in terms of the prop market, I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'm with you. I like Brock Purdy, or I don't hate Kenneth Walker. I don't hate the run game for Seattle, but no strong lean there. I'm going to put Brock Purdy on the board. He might be my masterclass guy for quarterback.
Corn, what about Ricky Pearsall, your boy?
Yep, I was just going to get there. I am taking him for most receiving yards today. Shop around. Right now I see plus 550 at FanDuel. I am betting this one as well. Sam Darnold, 1 interception, minus 120.
That's happening. That's happening, dude.
Love that.
And I'll probably be, we'll see. Might be doing some alts, a ladder on Pearsall receiving yards, some ladders on that.
I do like that. Clint Kubiak is the new offensive coordinator for the Seahawks. Don't forget, the Saints came out with a fucking bang last year. So, but I'm kind of with Corn and Steak. I'm not the biggest Sam Darnold believer now that he got paid in a new environment without Kevin O'Connell. So we'll see. All right, Denver and Tennessee. I don't know what to do with this one. You guys know I love Cam Ward. I'm all in on Cam Ward this year. I'm on his passing yards. I even did an alt line over 4,000 at plus 310. I'm good on this game. I love to believe that they can come out and win and upset Denver, but I am not going to get involved. It is a really tough spot for a rookie quarterback, 43.5 down to 42.5, but I'm not going to have any FOMO. That's kind of what I'm trying to tell myself. Am I going to have FOMO because I think the Broncos regress a little bit too, 7.5 up to 8.5. You talk about teaser party. I'm sure everybody's going to be in on the Broncos minus 1.5 or survivor play, but I could still see them winning this game, but maybe not covering. Nothing on a prop side for me. Corn, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm not playing this game. I definitely won't be. I would not be laying the points with Denver. I know that. I think 8.5 might be a little too much. Our guy Cam is money. He's playing Troy Franklin over 18.5 receiving yards. I like it. I will be tailing that one for sure. That is a great play. So Troy Franklin over 18.5 receiving yards.
Cam loves his Oregon guys.
Hey,
I like the play too, to be clear.
All right, I'm going to pass entirely.
I will probably be on Dobbins under 42.5 rushing yards as well.
I don't hate it. I think the Titans defense is okay.
I just don't know how many carries Dobbins is going to get. Probably some definitely probably split carries, and then if Denver gets in a blowout situation, they're not going to leave a veteran running back in for more carries, more workload, right? They're going to take him out.
Right.
So, Dobbins under 42.5 is a play for me. I will say that right now. That'll be a play for me today for sure. 100%.
Also, Brian Callahan, I do expect him to have some plays drawn up for deep bombs. I think they're going to go in there and take
for sure.
So if you like anything, or if I was to play anything, I would play Cam Ward over longest completion. Okay. A couple good ones, and then we'll wrap it up. The Rams.
Wait. I didn't give my touchdown score.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
Evan Ingram plus 210. He's getting in the end zone today.
Hovey made you say that?
You love acting like Evan Ingram didn't have 100 catches the year that Hovey liked him. He's going to be involved. They got rid of this guy, Vile. You got fucking Cam is money liking Troy Franklin. It's because we need other receiving options on this team, and a trusty veteran tight end who still has some juice is absolutely a good play in the end zone for Bo Nix. I just don't get why you think it's crazy. I would like Evan Ingram.
Hovey definitely Hovey definitely sent you 2 cases of Sun Cruisers to make that
Yeah,
statement.
why
today.
do you think? I think it's crazy. Hovey came up here and pitched Evan Ingram over touchdown catches. He always talks about Evan Ingram. He loves Ingram. And now you just said, wait, everybody stop. I want to let you know I love Evan Ingram the week that he's your touchdown parlay partner. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought maybe you got in your ear a little bit about Evan Ingram.
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we go back to this touchdown parlay thing? Are me and Greg involved in this? Because
Yeah, we just got to, bro.
3 days ago, Greg hits me up. We start communicating a little bit for like 10 minutes, and all of a sudden he's been MA for 3 days. So I don't know if we're doing this touchdown parlay thing.
Welcome to our life. Welcome to our life. Hey, Snide, are you here? Snide was supposed to be making a graphic with all 6 of us and our touchdown scores, but I don't know where Snide is. I haven't heard from him this morning. I'm actually going to check my text real quick. Oh, never mind.
Yep. Steak is in control of this one.
Well, we're just posting the pics.
All right.
Yeah, I
Here we
know,
go.
man. I know, Snide. I know.
I got to ask to make a graphic at 12:08. Yeah, don't even get me fucking started. Steak was over here hitting me up too. Hey, man, what are we going to do about this graphic? Like, I haven't made every fucking graphic known to man, and I got carpal tunnel because of it. Figure it out.
That's
Fuck
why I
me.
thought you were going to make this graphic.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, you make a fucking graphic, and I'll do a backflip. All right,
I'm not gonna make
let's move. We have 2 more games. The Rams at home against the Texans. Corn, I think you're in on this game. It looks like the Texans are, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. The Texans are +3, and the total, which I think is something that you're targeting, or maybe you're targeting both things. I'm not entirely sure. Can't wait to fucking find out. 44.5 down to 43. I have absolutely no read in this matchup. I like D'Amico Ryans. I like a lot of things about the Texans, but CJ Stroud kind of concerned me last year. I don't know. They're a bit of an ugly team at times, and the Rams got a lot of hype this year. I know they're Chernoff's pick to go to the Super Bowl. I see a lot of people picking them to have a good season. Stafford might be a little banged up. I'm not sure. I got Puka Nacua to be the offensive player in the year. That's all I really like on the Rams. I mean, obviously I love Jared Verse, who was my defensive rookie of the year last year, and I'm a Kyron Williams guy. Go Irish. I'm out on this game, so I'll stop talking about it. Steak, you got anything in the Rams?
Well, I believe this is our boy Corn's POD.
Corn.
Potentially. So yeah, 2 weeks ago, I think I parlayed Texans +3 with the under 44.5, maybe, based on the Stafford news. I'm getting off of Texans +3. Well, I'm not getting off the bench. I still have that bet, but I added some more under 43.5. Yeah, I just think this is going to be a very low scoring game. We have 2 elite defenses here, probably top 10, if not one of them top 5 defenses in the league. The Houston offensive line is trash. The running back room is pretty much trash. The receiver room is banged up. Rams defense is great. On the other side, we have Houston defense, which is elite, I believe. Sure, the Rams got some good receivers, but Stafford is pretty questionable. Their O-line is okay. So I love the under on this game today. I think it's going to be a very low scoring game. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Steak?
Steak,
I
any
like the
thoughts?
Texans, and you liking the under means I like the Texans more. Because if the Texans can slow down the Rams from scoring, they're going to win this football game. I love the Texans +3. Doesn't correlate with your under, but I have absolutely no fucking idea how the Rams are going to guard Nico Collins unless they literally triple team him. His receiving yard for the day is 80.5. I think he's going over that. And I don't know who else is going to catch balls for the Houston Texans with Christian Kirk out. I am excited about Higgins and Noel, a little bit excited about Xavier Hutchinson, but I'm not going to try to figure it out right now. And miss me with Dalton Schultz. I don't give a fuck about Dalton Schultz. So, yeah, I see no way Nico Collins doesn't have 100 receiving yards. I like the Texans +3, and I don't particularly like anything on the Rams side of the football, to be honest.
Very fair. I'm all good with everything Nico Collins. That he is a fucking I don't know. I didn't see Nico Collins coming, but he's a freak, and he's one of those guys. I don't care what his receiving line is any week. Play it. Everything Nico Collins, I'm good with it. All right, last game, and let's wrap it up. The Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers. This is my POD. Corn, I don't know how you feel about this. You both are Minnesota Vikings fans, so you know the division quite well, but feels like people are kind of sneakily high on the Packers this year, and I think they like them coming out of the gate in week 1. If you want to fade the Detroit Lions because there's missing their defensive and offensive coordinators, so be it. You got legitimate reasons to do so. I, on the other hand, think that Dan Campbell is a good enough head coach. Jared Goff is a experienced and good enough leader at the quarterback position, and they have enough weapons to where Detroit is a well-oiled machine. The Lions are my best bet today. Right now, I have 1.5 units on them. You know my new saying, anything 2 or more units, I'm on them large. I'm not technically on them large yet. We'll see how 1 o'clock treats me. Then maybe I'll add units. It'll be Detroit large. If I'm coming into this game, you know what I like? It's not even so much the offense of the Detroit Lions. I like their fucking defense. Their defense is healthy. Their defense is fresh. I think they're going to whoop Jordan Love's ass. I think Aiden Hutchinson, if he's playing, which he should be playing, I believe he's ready to go for week 1. I think they're going to score. I think the Detroit Lions are going to score. That is my cheeky play of the day. The Detroit Lions defense to score. Fading Jordan Love. Go ahead.
No, it's ballsy. I didn't realize you were actually saying defensive touchdown as you were saying that.
Absolutely. Defensive touchdown for the Detroit Lions. When it comes to the offense, I don't know what to expect. Again, there's no Ben Johnson. I don't know how they're going to call this offense. I don't know if they're going to lean on the run game, lean on the passing game. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm in on him. Hold on one second. I'm in on him this season. And if you want to play him catches or yards, that would probably be my prop guy to attack. And anything Jahmyr Gibbs, similar to Nico Collins, all in every time. Take him over. The only guy I'd be careful of is maybe Sam Laporta, because now they got this Isaac Tesla guy. So I don't know if they're going to run 2 tight end sets or some shit like that and maybe get him more involved, take away from Laporta. But I think the Packers are in for a world of pain today.
Tesla is a wide receiver, so I don't think you have to worry. I wouldn't worry too much about Sam Laporta personally, because I feel like Tesla can be a guy that gets all the Tim Patrick and, like I wouldn't expect much more from him than that.
I don't know why.
I got a guy I like. I'm curious to hear Corn's opinion on the actual game, but I got a guy I like. I can't get past the fact that the Packers wide receiver room went from looking like one of the most young, promising wide receiver rooms to the most confusing and injury-prone one. Christian Watson, I know he's not playing. He's always hurt. Romeo Doubs, very confusing player. I have no idea what to expect from him. Jaden Reed looked like the next Debo Samuel or whatever the fuck you want to call him. He fell off a cliff. Wicks looked awful. And then they went and did a thing that they went and did 2 things they never do. But the first thing they went and did was drafted a wide receiver in the first round, which, I loved it because it felt like a kind of little fuck you to Aaron Rodgers. I really enjoyed that pick as a Vikings fan. I'm not going to lie. But I think I want to invest in the Green Bay Packers drafting a wide receiver in round 1. He's at 48.5. I think there's a potential that he becomes a clear-cut wide receiver 1 for this team, and this is the best value you can get on him. And is for the rest of the year, not saying automatically, but you're looking at Matthew Golden in the 60s. I like the value on Matthew Golden over 48.5 receiving yards. I think he has a big day.
I don't hate
I was actually just looking at that as well. And I find it kind of interesting. I haven't shopped around, so don't CLB police me. But the plus 250 anytime touchdown seems a little high on him. I mean, it seems a little generous with over 48 receiving yards. So that's potential play for him. But this game, as the great GRP would say, is priced perfectly. So I think it's going to be a great game. Looking forward to watching this one, but I really don't have anything on the side or total. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a close, tight game, and looking forward to this one.
Okay.
Gun to your head, though. Gun to your head. Packers, Lions. You got to pick one.
Packers. It's painful for me. That's really painful for me.
I get it.
I get it. As a Vikings fan, that is so painful for me to say.
Steak, are you tailing my best bet?
Yeah, of course. I think we had an agreement that we're tailing each other's best bets regardless, right?
Yeah, we did it last year.
You also forgot there's one more game that has to be talked about today.
Oh, Bills-Ravens. Yeah, I saw that. My bad. All right, Bills-Ravens. This one is a stay away from me entirely. It's a sit back, relax, not relax, but enjoy yourself and just watch football. I'm not going to be wagering on this at all. Steak, what do you got?
Well, I like the Ravens, and there's a reason.
Okay.
2 pretty similar guys. Not Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson aren't similar, but the way their career is going is kind of similar. They're winning MVPs, playing phenomenal in the regular season, and either losing to each other or losing to Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. That's how it goes for Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. They both have the same boogeyman that they have to get past, and neither of them have done it yet, except one guy has been getting completely slurped all offseason, and another guy has kind of been getting shit on. And I'm used to it with Lamar Jackson. I'm at the point where, I am a Lamar Jackson fan. I love Lamar Jackson. Watching Lamar Jackson play quarterback is one of the most enjoyable things, in my opinion, there is on an NFL football Sunday. But I'm not going to deny that he absolutely shrivels in the playoffs. I will take Lamar Jackson and the hate he's been getting in the offseason over Josh Allen and the slurpage he's been getting in the offseason when I do genuinely believe that the Ravens are a better football team than the Buffalo Bills. I'm not prepared to say I think Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen, but give me the Ravens, dude. The Ravens are stacked. They're pretty much the Monstars, and they have zero excuses this year. Zero. They have their running back. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL. They have everything they should need. 2 fucking solid tight ends to make up for the receiver issue. DeAndre Hopkins as a veteran. Nothing not to like about the Ravens this regular season. I like Ravens money line.
Fair. Corn.
This is another game I'm excited for. Don't really have too much for size totals. If I had to make a play, it would be in the Ravens. I am considering maybe a Keaton Mitchell anytime touchdown bet. I think.
Oh,
I think there may be some sneaky stuff going on with him. So that is consideration. Have not placed that yet. I need to shop around, but that is something that is in the back of my mind for today. But yeah, I think it's a great game. Don't really love anything for props, total sides, but yeah, looking forward to it.
I have a bill I like. Sorry, DJ, I'll make it quick and then you can go. I always shit on this guy, but the fit this year, Keon Coleman has to be involved in this offense heavily. I like Keon Coleman. I like Keon Coleman all year, and I like him today. I'll be honest.
Oh, I see the Triple Crown offered on weekly specials on FanDuel as well. That is very fun. All right, real quick, let's go through the weekly specials for our masterclass candidates, guys. Most passing yards, if you had to play it, just have to. Not saying you are playing or you advising or anything like that. This is just for fun. Another preface for the CLV chief of police over here. Brock Purdy 11-1 would be my guy.
Trevor Lawrence or Brock Purdy.
Trevor Lawrence is 12-1. Corn, anybody on your mind or no? You can pass.
Look, I just pulled it up. Yeah, I'd be on Penix 15-1.
Okay.
Actually, want to get real crazy?
Sure.
Steak? Want to get real crazy? Cam Ward 50-1.
That's disgusting.
I hate it at all.
I think against that Broncos.
They're going to be, if they're trailing, game script trailing.
Exactly.
It's 50-1. I'm not going to sit here and say a negative thing about a 50-1 bet.
Sure. Most rushing yards don't really have anything that's speaking to me. I mean, James Conner kind of makes sense if they're in control and they're just gashing up that New Orleans Saints defense. He's 10-1. If I had to give you a long shot, fuck it. Jerome Ford 60-1. That's right. No, I'm just kidding. I'd rather go Tank Bigsby 55-1. Steak rushing yards later. Who do you like?
Damn, that one's one I didn't really land on a guy. I feel like after Corn's pitch about Justin Fields, he has to be discussed. I like your James Conner read because for some reason every year James Conner gets disrespected, and it's happening again this year because they're acting like it's going to be a 50-50 split with him and Trey Benson. But James Conner's prop for today is 72.5, and Trey Benson's prop is 25.5, which I think is telling. Mm-hmm. Other than that, man, I guess there's a potential for me to square up and go Bijan Robinson. But I don't love a running back today. I'll be honest. I think it's a weird day for running backs. Oh, I mean, Derrick Henry's also a kind of obvious one.
Corn?
If you maybe take somebody, it would be Tyrone Tracy 27-1.
Don't hate it. Yep. I thought that's what Steak was going to say. All that yapping for no Tyrone Tracy.
2 touchdowns for old Tyrone Tracy. That's my cheeky bet.
Receiving yards, I would go long shot here. Deebo Samuel 65-1 would be my oh boy, he just moved to 75-1. What do you guys like?
Square up, Drake London and Nico Collins, sure. Cheeky, Teteroa, McMillan.
Sure. Corn, anybody? That's 22-1.
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Hey, Matthew Golden.
Like 5 guys.
I named 4 guys, and there's 16 games or whatever. That's fair.
Yeah, it's not how weekly specials work. No, actually, yeah, it is. You can have more.
They kind of do work that way.
I kind of like be Jerry Jeudy. This is kind of a stake play here. Jerry Jeudy at 22-1 and Golden at 50-1. Probably my guys if I had to pick one.
Both.
Somebody asked highest scoring game. I would square up with probably. Well, I guess it's not that square. I'd go with Jags Panthers 10-1. I don't hate the Dolphins and Colts either. Also, this is fun. New thing. They have most receiving yards for tight ends only. Cade Otton 30-1. Keep an eye on that. George Kittle's the favorite there at plus 370. All right, guys.
That's Tyler Warren.
Tight ends only. Where the fuck did it go? Tyler Warren is 25-1. All right. Cornfields. Make sure to follow @Guy in Cornfields. Thank you very much. Steak. I'll see you in a little bit. Time of J gave out a sub bang. We appreciate that. We had a lot of new followers today. Bets with Brian with a sub bang as well. We appreciate you. Corn will have to do it again. You could be maybe one of our resident appearances here on Prop Talk. Steak, were you going to say something before we left?
Nah, if Ramble's live, let's rate him.
Yep, I'll rate him. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Best of luck on week 1 NFL Sunday. Corn, good luck. Have a great season. Good luck in the Super Contest. Steak, I'll see you in a few hours. Everybody enjoy your day. We're going to raid Ramble now.
See you, boys.
Yeah.
All right, raid Ramble. Is it Ramble now? Yep. All right, join the raid, guys. Join the raid. Dig that. No recap. No, you lazy fuck. Take some notes. Take some fucking notes. Just kidding. I like Debo receiving yards, Tank touchdown, Jerome Ford rushing, K-Dot receptions, Brock Purdy passing. That's what I like in week 1. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Awesome turnout. We'll see you guys later. Peace. And all right, TikTok.